It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, as you know, anytime Ohio State plays at Michigan, it can be really intense, and that's already something we've seen here in the pregame. You might remember teams shared the tunnel coming out onto the field, and I could see a little bit of a pregame scuffle, guys pushing, shoving, getting it mixed up. Already this rivalry game is turned up. The heat is on here at Michigan. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Coming out with it, it's Cross. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Crosses the 30. At the 45 on his way. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. And that's a good enough for a first down. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Here's Ncaa to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Fires to the tight end. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Ncaa from the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really...
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Underwood to throw. He's going to go for a big one. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Offense in a bunch formation. play fake, say it. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Got a little grass, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Number 96, set to kick off.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Got a man. It's Marsh. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer. Win.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quick spin on the run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Underwood. Pressure coming. Lowers that shoulder. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there, and yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, and he's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and the big momentum swing back to the other side.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Ncaa. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Ncaa. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come.
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really...
Snags it, and he's open. To the house. Touchdown, Buckeye. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Throwing, Underwood. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working on the right. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Say it. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Jackson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, say it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Trying to be heard above the noise. On target to the left.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Gets the back moving. Here's Sayin to throw. Takes the easy completion. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Run inside. It's Jackson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Big fella moving. Tight end trying to get in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Operate in this noise. Slams ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Underwood. Rushes on him. Got room at the 35. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Ready. Black 14. Coach.
Looking to fire. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the home team in front against this heavyweight of an opponent today. It's early still, but this one has the potential to really shake up the rankings. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. Runs through, and oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains.
214 close. 214 close. Bow.
Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's second and long. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Mustang, Copper.
Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Looking deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception.